Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm still doing some sharing here. Facebook is a little slow. Probably be a good idea for me to actually restart my computer. I think I talked about that yesterday. Come on, share that post. Share it. I dare you. One more. Yeah, I got to take 12. All right. There we go. Good afternoon. Oh. Kind of feeling like a jerk, man. A little upset with myself. I'll wait a little bit, see if anybody shows up, and then I'll tell on myself. No point if nobody's here, right? What good's a 10th step? It's not even really it. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. I'm trying to think of a place in the big book where it talks about what we're talking about specifically, but the thing is this is what the whole big book is about. It was created as a program of living. It's designed for living for people like me who have a hard time understanding life, keeping it simple for me, you know. I have a reading for it today too. All right, let's do some introductions. Oh, I know exactly where I can go. Where Kite talks about that. All right. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm your host. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Crack. You know, I'm thinking that maybe there might be a story that's good for this. So let's do the reading first and see what we get out of it. And then maybe we'll go to the big book. Well, let's do that. All right. If I ever come to the complacent conclusion that I don't need the program any longer, let me quickly remind myself that it can do far more than carry me through the anguish of living in the bondage of addiction. And that's almost the whole thing. The first time I got sober, I was 18, and when I had about 8-9 years of sobriety, I kind of stopped going to AA. About the time I have now, and that's usually the first thing. It's usually the first thing to happen. We think we don't need AA anymore, or we don't need the people, or I'm getting along fine by myself, but anything that's going to here's the thing. You're going to want quality, not quantity. Sure, I have 8 years. Is that a good quantity? Sure it is. Is 30 days a good quantity? Yeah, it is. It's a good quantity. Is a week? Yes. Is a day of sobriety a good quantity of sobriety? Yes, it is. Okay, but what we really want is quality. Okay. Now, people that have been in the program for a little bit understand something. There is no difference between 30 years and somebody with, say, 5 years. Once you've recovered, the time factor really doesn't, for me, it no longer really exists. It's about what am I doing today? Because it's the only thing I have. Anything outside of today is just a what if. It doesn't matter what it is. Outside of right now, it's a what if. It either already happened or it hasn't happened yet. But either way, it doesn't belong in the now. Because it's all I've got. So what am I going to do right now? Right this instant to make the world a better place? What am I doing? Am I resting on my laurels? Am I waiting for other people to get things going so I can? Yeah, you can't wait on that stuff. You can't wait. You know, like Adam's kind of, they're like, it's going to be a little bit before we have that going. I'm like, well, there's plenty to do in the meantime. So trust me, there's plenty of conversations to still have. There are things to talk about. I try and utilize my time correctly. Right? So, but the moment I think that I don't need the program, there never comes a point in the program where you don't need the program. Ever. I've never seen a situation arise. And I've been around for a while. Right? That's where quantity helps. Because I have a ton of experience with people in the program. And almost everybody that walks away from AA, they may not drink again. But gosh, they seem very unhappy. Okay? Once I stopped going to meetings, you know what the first thing that happened was? My anger came back. Yep. Was it long before I was on vacation with the in-laws and I thought drinking a Coors Light was okay, and there went 12 years of sobriety. Okay. Now I'd set myself up for that. I used to joke that, well, if you went on vacation with my in-laws, you probably drink too. That's not the case. It's partly the case. I would never want to go on vacation with those people again, sober or not. They just argue. So the moment I think I don't need it, okay, I don't got this. And that's okay. I do kind of got it, but I don't got it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope so. Let me further remind myself that I can make an even greater strides in fulfilling myself, for the program and the 12 steps is a philosophy, a way of life. Will I ever outgrow my need for the program? No. The answer is no, you will not. Actually, that's not true. One day you will outgrow it. You'll be dead. That's outgrowing the program. It's the only way that you can outgrow the program. Death. It means you've moved on, man. You have accomplished what you were supposed to accomplish on this earth. Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of the way I see it. There's got to be some kind of finalization there, or I can't stop the pain. All right. So, and I've met thousands of people that have thought this, people with fucking fantastic sobriety. I remember once I actually went to go meet somebody to buy some weed. And I went to a bar and ran into my ex-wife's ex-sponsor. Right? They were very, very good friends. I was very good friends with this person at one point. And I asked her, I said, is it weird serving me a Jägermeister? And she said, no. I see a lot of people from AA in here. She had over 20 years of sobriety, decided not to be in AA anymore. and was doing that job to make ends meet, I'm presuming. But that just didn't match. Hey, Gary. It didn't match. There was plenty of other work out there. No real conclusion to that. I just remembered it. So, today I pray, may my higher power lead me through the 12 steps, not just once, but again and again, until they become the guiding principles of my existence. That's where I'm at. Those are my guiding principles. Okay? The principles of Alcoholics Anonymous are my guiding principles. That's how I live my life. And it seems to go pretty much okay. It's not always, but for the most part, life seems to go okay. There is no quickie seminar on improving the quality of my life. This is my life restored to me through divine power and the friendship of my fellow addicts who, like me, are recovering in the best known way. Today, I'll remember step by step from the bondage to abundant life. So let's talk about self-help. See, the thing is there's nothing wrong with self-help, just so you know. I do it all the time. But there's a key. You got to know how to help yourself first. A self-help book will not work if you don't know how to help yourself yet. It won't work. You'll just get frustrated and you'll wonder why it doesn't work because you don't know how to do it. You have not been taught how to help yourself. Until you learn that, they ain't do nothing. That's why it's called self-help. This thought brings us to step 10, which suggests we continue to take personal inventory and continue to set right any new mistakes as we go along. Yeah, I don't like arguing with my friends. You know what? I don't really argue with my friends. I don't like discord among my friends, man. I just want us all to fucking get along. I know that's not how life works, but we vigorously commenced this way of living as we cleaned up the past. Now what they're saying is we're going to do the 9th step. 9th step doesn't end. You're not going to finish the 9th step. Ever. Oh. I'm not? No. Oh, okay. What do you think the maintenance steps are there for? So you can continue on, or otherwise you'd be on the 9th step forever. And we can't have that. We need action and more action, or this program is not going to work. Okay? We have entered the world of the spirit. Okay? These are directions. These are things that have happened. Okay? So our next function is to grow in understanding and effectiveness. That just means I need to remain open-minded, willing, and honest. That's what that means. Okay? Where I hear other things that come along, that I think are good, I'm going to move those along. Like when my friend the other day in a meeting said, I give more grace to total strangers than I do my own family. Okay? That one thing turned into something else. I spread that motherfucker around. Before you knew it, it was an Al-Anon topic. So I told him what happened. Why would I do that? It's encouragement, man. He needs to know that what he is saying makes a fucking difference. Now you know what's going to happen? He's going to do more of it. He's going to do more of it. And I'm going to steal more of his shit. He's one of those quiet ones where when he does talk, you should probably fucking listen. Okay? He hasn't been in the program too awfully long, but he's one of those wise people. Okay? You can see it in him. So, yeah. See, that's what's cool. I understand, like, like I have 6 more years in this person, and I'm only just now realizing that because it doesn't fucking matter. Quality, not quantity. Quality, okay? Right. And he has quality. Uh, hey, Ingrid, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Continue to watch the selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, we ask God to remove them. We discuss them with someone immediately and make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. Then we resolutely turn our thoughts to someone we can help. Love and tolerance is our code of others is our code. Set love and tolerance, man. You're gonna need a lot of love and tolerance. Tolerance. So this is how I remember it. This is how I remember, because sometimes I get frustrated. I'm like, I get frustrated, right? No, I have to remember all the people that tolerated my bullshit. That's what I go back to. Hey, Dion, you remember when? You remember when those times when everybody around you had to be patient and tolerant because of your alcoholism, because of your chicanery, because of your behavior. You remember that? Oh yeah. Huh. Okay. You know, it's kind of like I was talking at a meeting yesterday, and the thing is I do service work because I feel like I owe. Okay. Nobody's pushing this on me. Nobody said, Dion, you owe. God has not come and said, Dion, you owe. Nobody has given me this debit except for me. Okay. I know this. Okay. But I did a lot. I mean, I was expelled from my school district. That's how much I fucked with my community. Okay. And do things. I made things worse for years. Years. 18 of them. Probably 19. I didn't quite have 20 years of drinking, believe it or not. Here's the big one, and we have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol. Nothing better than being neutral. Because what's neat about being neutral is you get to see it all. You get to see everything for what it is. Being neutral means I'm going to put aside all my stuff. I'm going to look at both sides. I'm going to weigh the pros and cons on both sides. Okay. I'm going to take this information. I'm going to go to my gut. Then I'm going to go to a closed mouth friend. Okay. Then I'm going to go to God for a final answer. I might go to another friend after that. I don't know. Okay. We were talking about like and love. Okay. It says that, we were talking in the 10th step. For me, and somebody was saying, it's hard for me to love everybody, but I don't have to like them. Okay. And I get what they're saying, but it's different for me. And they're not wrong. Those are their feelings, man. And they're absolutely valid. But I couldn't just let that sit. Right? It's okay to bring up your own experiences. It's not crosstalk. Just validate the other person, man. So I started out, I said, mine's a little different, but it's mine. Okay. And everybody's experiences is a little different. That's why this works so well. What I do, I just qualified what that guy said because he wasn't wrong. Okay. See, I got to think of these people, include them, bring them in. It's all right. Okay. Because for me, loving you is easy. At this point in my life, it's easy for me to just give you love. I don't even need to think about it, whether I'm going to give it to you or not. Liking you, on the other hand, requires effort on my part. It does. Okay. And in order, the way that I see it, don't I need to like somebody to love them? This is just for me. Okay. Don't I need to at least like something about that? Doesn't like come before love? Is I'm putting the horse before the cart? I don't know. Okay. But I have to go extra steps. When there are people in the program, and it happens to me quite often, that annoy the fuck out of me initially. Okay. And those intrusive thoughts. Like I got one guy, there's one person in the 3 o'clock, and they're kind of a bleeding deacon. Which I get. I was a bleeding deacon at one point until somebody came along and said, stop being the poster child for mental illness, Dion. I'm like, you're right. And I stopped. Okay. So what happens is then this bleeding deacon comes out, right? But these are stages. So I like a lot of what he has to say. I just don't like how he presents it. But I see other people in the room going, yeah, putting up hearts. I'm like, you know what, Dion? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and enjoy it with everybody. How about that? Now I can hear what he's saying. Because I can't go to God and say, hey, God, give me answers, and then go and then not listen to his children. It doesn't work that way. So I have to like also. And that's for me. But I figure I'd bring it up so people can work through it. So we quit fighting. For by this time, sanity will have returned. These are the 10-step promises, by the way. The 10th step can be very scary for some people. Some people don't want to be sane. Okay? They don't know what it's like. It's scary. The unknown is scary. Yeah. Even Mike Tyson scares. See? That leads us back to now, though. That's future tripping. So what happened? See? Fear comes from a couple of places, but usually it's not knowing. What's going to happen to me? I don't know what's going to happen to you. We will seldom be interested in liquor. If tempted, we recoil from it as from a hot flame. We react sanely and normally, and we'll find this happen automatically. We will see that our new attitude toward liquor has been given us without any thought or effort on our part. It just comes. Okay? It's called the perfect release. Perfect release from my obsession. That is the miracle of it. We are not fighting it. Neither are we avoiding temptation. I go anywhere I want. There's alcohol everywhere I go. I don't even have to leave the house and I can be tempted by alcohol. Facebook and the television. Yeah. Almost every show I watch, people drink. Okay? But then I look at it and go, there's no way they drink that much and still function. That's brown water, Dion. It's brown water. It's just food coloring. And here's the cool part. We feel. We feel. Feeling is not fact. But in this case, it's as much a fucking fact as anything else. Okay? We feel as though we have been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. God is the only safe space. Your higher power is the only true safe space in this whole world. Even with me, I'm human. I'm going to fail you. Okay, you put expectations on me, I'll fail you. I don't mean to. I'm not going out of my way to fail you. I certainly wouldn't do that. Okay. Now, neutral means I have no feelings towards alcohol. I don't love it, nor do I hate it. Okay? Because here's the thing, if I love alcohol, I become insatiable and an alcoholic. If I hate it, I become a martyr. And then I won't be able to get anybody sober. I won't be able to help anybody. I'm going to finish off this sentence and then I need to tell on myself. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has just been removed. Does not exist for us. We are neither cocky nor are we afraid. That is our experience. That's how we react so long as we keep in fit spiritual condition. Thank you, Ingrid. It's good to see you. Now, you know what? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to tell on myself. I think I'm going to talk to my sponsor about it instead. So. All right. Thank you. Besides the 3 o'clock's in 5 minutes, and I got to get there and help them out. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. It's good to see you, Ingrid, Gary. Thank you for hanging out. I love you. Peace out.